What you want, just tell me what you want, just tell me what you want. We got bottles and more, just tell me what you want.
That was the Wrecking Crew, one of the best rap groups that ever existed in the history of SA hip-hop. It consisted of a number of artists ranging from former ambitious entertainment artists as well as new artists that were introduced via the association to the crew. And even though that crew made history, it split up at some point for reasons not yet clear. And there was even a video which was reportedly of A-Reece and Flame having an altercation, which showed the seriousness of the situation. And the split of the Wrecking Crew gave birth to two new groups, being the Rubber Band Gang and the Lean Team. The Lean Team had Echo, Mellow and Flame, whereas the rest of the crew remained with the Rubber Band Gang. But in recent months, a lot of events have taken place with the Rubber Band Gang that left fans asking, not only did the Rubber Band Gang split up, but is there actually beef there? Okay, so the Rubber Band Gang consisted of A-Reece, Mash Beats, X Global, Words, Krish, Tiger Banks, IMP the Don, and other former TWC members. But the most influential members were Mash Beats and A-Reece, who were known as an unbreakable duo. But even so, Mash Beats and A-Reece have broken up. We saw signs of this when Mash Beats produced a track for J Smash and MT. It wasn't the first time Mash Beats produced a track for somebody else other than A-Reece, but MT's inclusion just sparked some controversy. Then Reece unfollowed Mash Beats a few days after that. And then Mash Beats started following Flame again. As well, a couple of A-Reece and Mash Beats' projects were removed from Apple Music. Few days after, A-Reece posted an email that producers can send beats to, which then sent a strong signal to fans to say that something definitely is wrong between Mash Beats and A-Reece. Fans strongly believed that Mash Beats had left the Rubber Band Gang, and that may have been the end of the Rubber Band Gang, because a few weeks after that, the Rubber Band Gang's account disappeared and was nowhere to be found on Instagram. And fans later found out that that account may have been given to their DJ, Tiger Banks. And A-Reece's latest project, in as far as Apple Music is concerned, has A-Reece himself listed as the copyright owner and not the label, whereas Mash Beats' 2019 project, Fire in the Water, was re-uploaded under Out of This World library, which we believe was something that he started whilst being with A-Reece, but was never really in the spotlight until the alleged split. But then fans seem to believe that it's more than a split. Fans believe that the situation is quite heavier than it looks. That came after X Global tweeted that Nasty C's song was really good, and that made fans think that the whole thing was just deeper than just A-Reece and Mash Beats. They started to believe that the whole entire gang was starting to have factions like the South African ruling party. That is because nobody associated with A-Reece has ever complimented Nasty like that. It was only Flame who reached out to Nasty C, but that only happened after he left A-Reece's crew, and so that made fans also think that maybe X Global was also jumping ship. And a few days after that, A-Reece retweeted a post by Justin LA Boy which said, "Do right by people and you won't have to worry about their posts being about you." What made it worse was that A-Reece released the project 2 this year as well as a single with Joey Fats. And X Global, at least from a Twitter perspective, has never retweeted, liked or talked about any of A-Reece's music in any way. As well, Krish and X Global released projects and A-Reece never reshared them as far as you know. As well, A-Reece was not part of their project and they also were not part of his project. Another issue as well was that there was a live video the other day that, in terms of what we know, had Mash Beats, Krish, X Global and A-Reece's right-hand man, Words, of which there's a tweet that suggests that MT was also part of it. And fans kept wondering why everybody else seems cool with each other except Reece. They're starting to think that A-Reece is the problem. Fans are saying that X Global, at least from the time when he was with A-Reece, never actually complimented Nasty C in any way publicly as well. Mash Beats unfolded Flame after Flame jumped ship. But then when Mash Beats also left, he started following Flame again. So was A-Reece the problem? But well, somebody else seems to suggest that his girl is the problem. This came after a comment by Manakekeli Dlamini, who came out to say that, "I must say this again, TWC broke up because of a girl." On an IG live, somebody else asked Flame last week why niggas keep leaving A-Reece, and he said, "Ask his girl. She wanna be the RGB queen alone. Words will remain in A-Reece's circle until he decides to show us his girl." Mash left after his girl and A-Reece's girl and followed each other. But well, I couldn't really find this live that this guy was referring to, but I still thought it would be a great idea to share it. And this sort of supports what X Global said, because in an interview he clarified that the crew did not split because he slept with somebody else's girl.
People were saying that I slept with someone else's girlfriend and that's why the crew split.
Yeah.
So I was just clearing that I did not sleep with anybody, and that's not the reason why the crew split.
Yeah.
Which I guess is in contrast to the initial reports that suggested that he had slept with Flame's girl Ashley. So if that theory was not true, does that mean that A-Reece or his girl could be the reason? I mean, Flame in that video was fighting A-Reece and not X Global. Mash Beats also left A-Reece, and now X Global compliments Nasty C, but does not share any of A-Reece's music. Is the boy doing things the reason why the crews keep speeding up? But well, we don't know. You guys tell us what you think about it, and we will definitely respond to your comments with our own thoughts as well. And if you like the video, please give a thumbs up because it actually does help the channel, and please do not forget to subscribe for more updates on your favorite celebrities.